Well, feeling a little better tonight, guys. Little motivation time. I know it got real dark here. I'm sorry. No moon tonight, as you can see, or not see. Whatever. It's starting to get cold here. It's it was only 58 degrees here today, which in October that's about normal for this time of year. Voice is still a little. Guys, I swear I have never. I can't tell you the last time I had an infection this long. You don't want it, guys. I'm telling you. And apparently it's going around here like wildfire. And there's a new string of COVID I know that is supposed to mimic a sinus infection, which I've already taken a COVID test. Actually, I've taken two of them, and they're both negative. Granted, they're at-home tests, but those are pretty accurate now. So, I guess, not to get too heavy on you guys, but just if you guys are having a bad day, and if you're really not sure, where to go in life, especially if you're a young kid going through high school right now. I mean, it was hard when I went through high school. I can't imagine, now with all the social media and all that stuff. I mean, technology right now is at the probably the highest it's ever going to be. The only thing I can see it being higher is the day they start putting microchips inside of us or whatever. And if that's the case, God, I hope I'm dead before then. But anyway, I mean, it's just, I think what you guys, or anybody in general, is that sometimes, guys, you got to just take a step back and look. And just really sit down, take a deep breath. This is what I've done. I'm not just preaching, because I've done it. You guys know my story. How I handled life was not healthy. I got into some real trouble. And turned to the bottle every time. Every time something got a little bit too hard, or even if I was happy, I would find every excuse in the world to go back to the bottle. And despite one slip up a little over a year back, ever since my whole experience, guys, it's really changed me as a human being. It made me really sit down and think, what do I want in this life? What do I want to do? Well, how do I want to be remembered? Because, guys, I recently just had a family member pass away. It wasn't like an immediate family member, but she went from happy-go-lucky 2 years ago to dead. I mean, let's just be the way it is. I know that sounds harsh. It's not meant to be harsh, but the point is just how fast life can go. Just like that. And it can go faster than that. Guys, that every time we do something super dangerous, as I think at least most of us do, we take a chance every time we get out of bed in the morning and leave our house. That there is always that chance. It may be a slim chance, but hey, I could get in the car, be it driving down the road to go get a soda, and some guy freaking T-bones me and kills me instantly. We take a chance every single day. Driving is actually one of the most dangerous things we do every single day, but it's just as natural as tying your shoes. Nobody really stops to think and, think about it. I mean, they're basically missiles going down the road at sometimes 60, 70, 80 miles an hour. 3,000, 4,000, 10,000 if you're driving an 18-wheeler, 80,000 hunks of metal going down the road at 80 miles an hour. I mean, that could take a life in a fraction of a second. And yet, I think the problem is in this world, we are so consumed by negativity. Guys, you got to understand, most of my content I put on YouTube, it's just for entertainment. It's my way of escaping the real world. Just like playing video games, it's my way of escaping reality. Everybody needs that hinge in life. Everybody needs that. Because if all we did is lived here in the moment, we'd drive ourselves crazy. You got to have some out in life sometimes. You got to do something that gets you out of the real world for just a little bit. And, the problem is we are so consumed. I'll give you an example. Being on that operating table, guys, that will really change the way you view life. It really will. Like I said, I can't describe it. It's something you got to go through. And some people may agree with me. I'm telling you. For an example, and I'm not showing off. Everybody knows what that is, right? It's a piece of paper. And it's an extremely valuable piece of paper because society says it is and the government says it is. But at the end of the day, guys, what good is that when you're met with the Grim Reaper? No one's escaping it. Yeah, that's nice to have in life. That's a necessity. But I think that is definitely one of the big culprits of why people are so consumed about stuff. Oh, I got to have money for this. I got to have this. Yes, and you do need money to survive. No one's denying that. But do you really need a $1,000 smartphone? What can a smartphone do that my flip phone can't do? Oh, wow, it can't get on frickin' Instagram. Oh, well, okay. So what? Can still call and can still make a text at, what, a tenth of the price? Really ask yourself that, guys. It's just, we as society, think about that. Most of us idolize things because, they're famous, or, or someone says, this, they say that this is worth $100. But why? Because somebody tells us. That's why. If you think about it, as sad as it is, we're all kind of sheep in this world. And at the end of the day, we're all going to fall over that hill, being the Grim Reaper. And I think the most important thing is, guys, is to enjoy life for what it is. Take advantage of your family. I know, okay, that sounded wrong. But take advantage of the time that you have. Because on this earth, yeah, I agree. I think this is the only life we have. But I'm not going to get into a religious battle. But, on this earth, I agree. Me in the flesh and blood right now, yeah, this is the only life I'm getting on this earth. And it's like, all these people that you guys are, sure, yeah, I like music. Yeah, I like frickin' Alan Jackson. I like frickin' Garth Brooks. I like George Strait. I like all them guys, and that's just to name a few. Yeah, Tom Brady. Yeah, everybody knows who he is. Kobe Bryant. Yeah. But at the end of the day, guys, they're just like me and you. They're flesh and blood with 2 arms and 2 legs and 2 eyes and teeth and ears and hair and whatever. That someday I'm not going to be doing this. I'm not going to be here. Someday you're not going to be here. That can be scary to think. But it's like, why are we so consumed by everything that's not important? Come on. Money's great and all, but it's like, dude, it's like, at the end of the day, when you're on that hospital bed, what good is this? It's nothing. Yeah, it could buy you maybe a nice car or more better service, quote unquote. But at the end of the day, it ain't going to matter. You're still going to meet the Grim Reaper. It ain't going to matter. You might buy some time. I mean, come on. Freaking Ben Franklin. The freaking guy died over 200 years ago. I mean, rest in peace. But you know what I mean? Not to be disrespectful, but it's like, why? Everybody, I mean, come on. I mean, Ben Franklin at the time when he was supposed to be famous, yeah, he was a famous guy. He ended 2 wars and he invented shit that changed the life of what we have today. But he didn't know that at the time. Like I said, the guy's been gone multiple lifetimes. He don't know how famous he is now. Just crazy. The point of the video is, guys, I've kind of, it's just appreciate what you have, damn it. Just do it. Because I'm telling you, man. Now listen, do I have bad days? Yeah, I feel like half shit right now. But hey, I'd rather feel like this than any day being hungover. I'll tell you that much. Waking up the next morning not knowing what the hell I did and scared to death. That ain't worth it. I'll take this feeling any day. And the crazy thing is once I know they say once an addict, always an addict. I know that. But sometimes for me, guys, it's not even every day. It's every hour. Sometimes it's every minute. I didn't have the greatest day today. I'm not going to lie. And I had a choice. Do I come straight home or do I stop at the gas station and get a case of beer? So, and some people may say, well, you've done it so many times, of not doing it. Should be easy. It never gets easy. If anything, some days it gets harder. Bottom line is, guys, keep your head up and just enjoy what you have. Because you never know one day when it's going to be all gone. And like I said, I believe we go somewhere else. You don't want to believe that? That's fine. I can't make you believe anything. But if you went through what I went through, you might start really wondering. And saying, hey, I'm not in charge here as much as I thought I was. Hope you guys have a good night. And God bless.